your life is on the line and you know that you're on an oxygen tank and they're going to put two in your head, see what you do. Because the bottom line is that me, I'm one person. I can never miss.
Guy's not being loyal to you. How could you be loyal to him?
Yeah.
And whether you're your father or not. So, but it's always been hard because it was my father.
The word came down, this guy had to go. We didn't know nothing about him until the last minute. And I liked him. I liked Billy. He was a nice guy, but...
Welcome to the show.
With Staxx. I'm out of here. I'm going to Florida.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Frank DiMatteo.
Colombo family, that family was after Joey anyway. It doesn't matter, he got cleared. They say it's him, and that's it. Because they had to give it to him anyway because he was he wasn't listening. Even if Joe Colombo didn't get killed, it was going to come anyway. They're going after Joey. So
how much longer after Joe Colombo gets killed does Joe Gallo get shot and killed?
8 months, 9 months. There was a hit on Joey before that, and the hit was on until they got him. Until they got Joey. So he must have lived about another 8 months after Joey Colombo got shot. And
it was on his wedding night, right? Or
no, it was on his birthday.
On his birthday, yeah, on his birthday.
Yes.
He was with his wife and his child. He was with his wife and his child, right?
His wife, the sister, the baby, the daughter was Pete the Greek, his girlfriend. Bobby Bongiovanni was there. Was my godfather. He was a 2-second bodyguard. They were at the Copa. They were drinking all night at the Copa. Don Rickles was joking around with Joey and stuff like that night. Bobby met a girl there at the Copa. Towards the end, Joey asked where Bobby was because he was walking around with this girl, and he goes, "We're gonna go home." So Pete said to Joey, "There's this girl." So Joey called over Bobby Darrow and said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Okay." He goes, "I'm gonna go home. Go with the girl. Pete, drive me home." So Bobby turned around and said, "No, we're time to go. We'll go." He goes, "No, go with the girl. Pete's driving me home." So Bobby said, "Okay." So on the way out, Joey got hungry on the way home. That's why they wound up at Umberto's. He wanted to go to a Chinese restaurant on my street, but it's closed. Apparently it was closed. I don't know. I remember going there late at night. I don't remember being closed, but I didn't look at it that time. I mean, now I think about it more and more. I don't know why. And he wound up going to Umberto's. One of the Colombo guys recognized him because he was standing outside talking to Matty the horse. And he runs over to the club down the block, and they call up Joe Iacovelli, said that Joey's next door, man, eating. And he says, "Well, go get a gun, go get a couple guys, go kill him." They hit on him. So that Sonny Pinto and a few guys got together, and they went in and they killed Joey.
Yeah, but now they got in trouble though because it was a mob-run the clam shack.
No one even thought. It wasn't even said that he was there with his wife and the daughter. No, I think it was Joey Fish, is the guy, the one that spotted him. He went and told the club and in the club and told the guys, but I don't think he told the full story. I don't think so at all. That he was with his wife and the baby and stuff like that.
They wouldn't have done it. You think they would have done it?
I don't think so. Maybe it would have come. Maybe they would try to hit him on the outside. Maybe. I mean, the guys were desperate. You don't know. It doesn't. They usually don't hit guys in front of their families that often. It's happened before, but it's not really common. So it could have been 50-50. I mean, if the guy would have said it, maybe they would have thought about it or thought about another way of doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they didn't. So they just went in there and started shooting, and they wound up killing Joey and shooting Pete the Greek in the hip or the ass, whatever he, blood. I mean, and Joey's dead.
Now Joey's sister was really vocal after he got killed. She was saying in the newspaper, the streets are gonna run red with their blood. I read a bunch of articles. Yeah. Do you remember this time?
Yeah, Carmelo was pretty mood? Yeah, that was. Well, yeah, we were there. I was at the funeral. Carmelo was pretty upset. I mean, they killed his brother. Killed her brother. and she just lost it with her mouth, and and that's what happens. I mean, people died after that. They found a few guys that they wanted to kill back and forth, and on both sides, a few more guys got killed. Mostly low-key guys, but whoever they could catch. It was hard to catch guys. The guys were on their toes, knowing that people were looking for them, and they were packing guns, or staying true together. They were laying low, not going to places they shouldn't be going. So everybody acted differently. But you catch people, and when you can, and that's what happens. And the guys got caught, and a few more guys got killed. Then,
was it nerve-wracking though, with knowing that this guy was like the boss of the neighborhood? He gets killed, and then you got to go to the funeral. Like, what was the day like when you go to the funeral?
Well, I mean, we're all sad and hurt. You killed Joey. I mean, Joey is not like you just killed someone. We all love Joey. I mean, like I said, you either love or hate Joey. And being young guys, these guys are mentors to you. So it hit hard. You don't get scared, because in this life, if you get scared, you're supposed to be here. What you do is you get mad. You know what I mean? You want to why, who, what, where, and then you rely on the big boys to guide you and to try to be helpful in any way, because you really get younger than everyone else. I mean, and then you lay low, because we stood on the block for another 6 months. You know what I mean? So and whatever we had to do, we were told what to do by the by the captains and stuff like that, and you just hurt and you go on. I mean, they killed a few guys. Stevie Cirillo was killed. I was very close to Stevie. I went to dinner on a Friday night. Saturday night they blew his brains out. So,
Did they tell you what happened with him?
With Steven?
Yeah.
Cirillo? Yeah, they know. They got. It was a breakup. A little while later, there was a breakup in the crew, and some guys wanted to go back with the Colombo crew, and some guys wanted to stay downtown with the Gallo crew, and they broke up. But they were very close, and they had a lot of business together, intermingling, bookmaking clubs, jukeboxes, shylocking, and stuff like that.
It's all intertwined with each other, right?
So what happened was these guys just got fed up with trying to break this up, and they wound up shooting at each other. I mean, they all grew up with each other, but they were gangsters, so it didn't work, and they started shooting each other, and they wound up shooting Stevie first at he was at a Jewish temple doing crap games and stuff like that. They killed him. It was his wife that killed him. He was one of the first casualties, after the Joey Gallo thing settled down. Then I started all over again. It's nerve wracking. I say it's more, sad and painful, to have to see a friend that was someone you like to be dead, in the coffin. But I always said that's the life. That's what you do, man.
Shit, over the years, how many people have you lost to the streets?
Years ago, a lot more. Most of them, they all died of old age now. Most of the guys, because we're a lot younger, and those guys, like Punch Iliano and Louis the Syrian and they're all older. So they were.
What about the small guy? How did he pass away? And what Mondo? What was his days like? And how did you keep a relationship with him till the end?
We saw Mondo got a club up the block, because they wound up another historical thing. They wound up ripping Pleasant Street apart. They were putting new sewers in 1976, and they wind up, but the pumps, because they opened the street up, and the water wound up, wind up undermining all the buildings, and they wound up knocking all the buildings down. So we lost all the clubs. Mondo wound up a club up the block. So we saw him, because we wound up going on Smith Street, about 10 blocks away, because they knocked the whole block down. And he stood up the block on President in Columbia, and we just see him to the end. He got old, he was pretty old for a midget.
Did he ever have any problems after Crazy Joe gets killed? Or was it smooth sailing?
Everyone liked Mondo. There was no reason like Mondo. Mondo was a big Mondo started as a young guy. His parents had a longshoreman club on the block. They used to feed the longshoremen, lunches and breakfast and stuff like that. So everyone knew him in the whole neighborhood from day one. And for Larry and Joey, he took numbers and sports and stuff like that. That's what he did for him. That's what he did for the Gallos. But everyone.
Did you ever see anyone abuse Mondo?
No, not at all.
You
wouldn't do that.
No,
he wouldn't do that. He would. Number one, his cousin's Punchy, Frankie Liano, number one. He's with Larry and Joey and them all. In fact, Mondo was probably more abusive than anybody because he was a heavy drinker. Mondo used to like to drink. He used to like to drink, and he used to get all nasty when he drank and stuff like that. And then he liked blonde. He wouldn't go out with me. He didn't like midgets. He didn't like dwarfs. He said there was something wrong with them. So he liked big blondes. And he used to get blondes come down to the club and used to, dance with him and drink with him. So, that mystique, because he was part of that, Gallo thing. And he got girls come. He had more girls than us come down. He did pretty well for himself.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And at times he was funny as hell, So, and he was, and other times he gave, if you needed advice, he gave advice, So he was all around very close with those guys. No one ever would mess with Mondo. It'd be stupid, and there'd be no reason for it, and there would be repercussions. So,
what year did Mondo pass away? Do you know?
I don't remember. I would say something around 82 or something like that. I would say early 80s. Yeah, early 80s. He was pretty old. He was no kid. Early 80s.
So Bob Dylan wrote a song about Joe Gallo. Do you know that, right?
I know. We knew when he wrote it.
Yeah. So what were your thoughts when that song came out?
It was cool as could be. That was really cool. They wrote a song about Joey. That was really, it was cool. Everybody loved it. It was cool. Everybody played it. Spoke about it. Joey's a song about Joey. So. It was cool at the time. It was cool. But don't forget, we used to have in that parade. We used to have a lot of celebrities come down the block. So we're used to celebrities around us. So I wrote in one of the last books that Hunts Hall used to come down all the time. Casey and the Sunshine Band used to come down all the time. We used to have Judy Garland came down. Lauren Bacall came down. Talia Roberts used to go drinking with us. Tootsie Fields, comedian Pat Cooper and Don Rickles was friends. So we had a lot of people come down. So you see a lot of Shelley Winters used to come down. So we're always around celebrities, hanging out. So if they were there drinking, and usually as a younger guy, in the beginning, we were probably serving the bar. We were probably serving the coffee. We used to jump behind the thing and make the drinks and stuff like that. And then sit down and talk a little bit. But you see everything, man. We used to have a lot of people come down that block,